I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man.
Look, I know exactly what you guys are thinking. Why is he using a year-old meme? Well, that's because the entire vlog was filmed literally over a year ago. Yes, it has been a year and I still haven't learned my lesson about painted nails. Basically what happened was my laptop with all of the footage crashed, and it was such a process to get all of these videos back. I basically had to screen record everything, which is why the quality is not so great. Some from my Insta stories lost a huge chunk of my intro, but in it I explained how it is not very typical for Asians to solo travel. If you were born and raised in Asia, I know that first that I've gone was Malaysia, and that was when I was literally living there. It was a huge step solo travelling to the UK all by myself, and I was going to Paris on my birthday, so ignore the fact that the quality is horrible. But it was a wild experience for me. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this. Will forgive the quality, but hopefully this vlog inspires you to travel, even though you probably can't do that anytime soon considering the whole virus thing.
Guess what, bitch? Coronavirus!
Hopefully it does when you are able to. Enjoy the vlog, I guess, and do give me a thumbs up because it was such a process. I mean, 1 year in making, that's pretty long. This part of the video was actually where I was supposed to insert a montage of me going to the airport, having dinner with my parents, saying goodbye, checking in my luggage, but unfortunately those clips were destroyed because my laptop failed on me. So we're basically just gonna skip to the part where I arrive in Heathrow. Let's go. Wow, all by myself in one piece. This is crazy. Wow. I'm in the handicap toilet. I should fix my bag perfectly. I'm gonna pee and find my way around here. So I just got out of the baggage area and it was like a 30-minute wait. So now I'm looking for the tube, I guess, but I don't really know where to go. Throughout the video there will be some parts where the camera seems way too close to my face. That's because I'm using a video stabilizing app. I'd rather it be zoomed in than to be like super shaky, so yeah. So I'm just gonna like figure my way out around here, I guess. Don't really know where to go. I'm supposed to go get an Oyster card because it's way easier, but I'm pretty much lost at this moment. But yeah, I've arrived. The wait was really long, but I don't think this is the right way actually. Oyster card. Check back in with you guys a little bit later. So I am finally at my Airbnb after like walking around in literal circles. Reached pretty early. I spent an hour and a half just looking for this place because one side of the road on the odd numbered house and the other side on the even number house, but I couldn't really find it because I didn't know that's how the roads work. So I felt like super stupid. I'm at 14 and I kept trying to look between 13 and 15 and I just couldn't find 14 and almost got attacked by a dog. I found a 14 but it was the wrong 14 and I put my hand in the letterbox where the Airbnb guy said the keys was going to be at. Yeah, that was really close. My impression of London so far? Not very good. I experienced the rudest people ever. I just wrote things down here so I don't forget anything. I was supposed to take this bus from Terminal 4 to the stop called London Road. When I got on the bus, the Indian driver asked me where I was going. So I showed him like my phone. I kept saying London Road and he still had no idea where it was. He proceeded to, literally as I was showing him, to grab my hand and grab my phone. First of all, if you don't know where the place is, grabbing isn't going to make you know, because I was literally telling him London Road and he had no idea where it was. He yelled at me. I told him that he can't grab my phone. Why do you have to do that, basically? So I just completely gave up. I stayed on the bus ride. I turned to this boy who was my age, maybe slightly younger, behind me, and he had seen what just happened with the bus driver. I asked him if he could turn on the maps so I could see where I was going because I had no internet connection. Instead of saying like, no, sorry, he literally rolled his eyes at me, pretended that I wasn't even there. Can you imagine it was someone else other than me, like social anxiety or something, and it was their first time travelling, because it is my first time travelling solo. I've never done anything like this before. And how they would feel if they asked for help and got ignored. They'd be like terrified to ever travel again. As of now, my impression, not the best. And not to mention that my Airbnb host said, oh, your English is really good for like a Chinese guy. And I was like, but I'm not Chinese. So whatever, he seems nice. I sidetracked a little bit. On the plane, I watched A Star Is Born, the one with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. I was bawling my eyes out, but I had to do it so silently because I didn't want to wake up the two girls I was between. Smash your heart into absolute pieces. Getting around as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Quite horrific, actually. I'm pretty sure anybody else, first time travelling, they'd be completely petrified. So like, I've booked a train to Paris tomorrow and super nervous. I just have to wake up so much earlier so I don't, you know, miss the train. I have to go get a prepaid card. There's like a Tesco's nearby. There's a McDonald's nearby as well, so I don't have to worry about getting too hungry. I do plan on cooking whilst I'm here. Like the only thing I've ever cooked back in Singapore was like instant noodles. And it stayed that way. I didn't cook shit, absolutely nothing. Always ordering takeout. They had amazing Indian food, so I was basically living off of that. I was totally lying to myself. So I'm actually quite hungry and I'm about to try London McDonald's for the very first time and I'm kind of excited, but for all I know they can have the exact same things. Well, probably not, but like I wonder what they do have, so I'm about to find out. If you guys aren't from Singapore, you might not know that chewing gum is illegal, and whilst I was there I basically went ham. Looked off the footage of me talking, I was chewing on gum. Once it became an addiction, I bought it from the mart every single day without fail. Sorry if it annoys any of you watching. Hey guys, I'm back and I got 20-piece spicy chicken nuggets. Now, we've had this in Singapore but like only for a limited time, and it looks way different than you guys's. This is what our spicy nuggets look like. Right, let me take a bite. Definitely way different. You guys have got like tablets for kids to play with, and that's pretty cool. The UK large cup is the size of a Singapore medium cup. Spicy tomato dip. That sounds really interesting. Let's give it a try. That sauce tasted like Thai chili sauce. It was pretty good, yeah. Hi guys, so I actually went to the Harry Potter train station. At King's Cross, and now I'm about to go into the London Eye. Right behind me here. Quite excited. The sun is so bright. I'm here with a fellow traveller. Hi. She's alone as well, and we're about to get in. We're in. The sky is so blue. In all honesty, all I can see is the sun. Right, I can't really see anything else. I wonder what time it actually will like go down though, the sun. The next clip is of me hiring a private taxi at 5 in the morning. I left the house at around 4:30. And walked all the way. The Airbnb guy said that the house has a direct bus to Central, which is true, but it only comes once every 3 hours, something crazy like that. So it was kind of scammy. If I missed one bus, I'm completely screwed. So I thought, you know what, I'll just hire a private taxi. It cost me quite a bit, you guys, £60. But I guess it was worth it. Guys, so today is the 2nd of September and I'm waiting for a taxi to take me to St Pancras International, which is like a train station, and I'm going to... Here's a little hint. Paris, well, it's probably in the title or something, but I'm super excited. I've got to record this. Is that it?
No.
Oh, okay. Actually, I completely forgot. I got the idea of hiring a private taxi from this super sweet old guy I met the day before, because I was asking for directions and telling him that I was going to go to St Pancras, and he suggested that. So yeah, the guys from the taxi services were so nice. The driver, super cool. I was supposed to insert a montage of me being the taxi. Unfortunately, corrupted files, so I don't have footage of that. So fast forward to me being the train. So I'm in the train to Paris, and I'm Anna.
I'm Ella. I'm going to Germany, not to Paris.
There's like nothing to see. Like I thought there'd be like, you know, like scenery, but like, there's just like all dark. How long is this journey actually?
To Paris? Let me check. We arrive at 11:17 French time. So.
Guess what? We did not arrive at 11:17 French time. We arrived at 12:25 because something was wrong with the tracks. My tour for the Eiffel Tower, which I paid $300 for, was at 12:30, and the station was 15 minutes away from the meetup point. In the receipt it stated that if I miss the tour, I can't get my money back, even though I paid for all of the levels of the Eiffel Tower, and I was like freaking out. My phone was dying, and Ella, an absolute lifesaver, helped me call them up. No answer. We tried and tried again. So I thought, I'm screwed, right? I wasn't gonna make it. I came all the way to Paris for absolutely nothing. I couldn't see the Eiffel Tower. Immediately when we got off, I basically ran to the taxi stand, got a taxi. On the paper it showed the address of the office, so instead of the meetup point, I had a feeling I was just like, you know what, let's just go to the main office, explain to them what happened. And the guy was like, I'm not sure if they let you in, but we could try and explain how your train was delayed. Lucky for me, they let me in. So if you're watching this, Ella, I miss you. Thank you so much. She gave me her power bank as well as some euros because I hadn't changed cash. I only brought a card. I literally would have been stranded there if it wasn't for Ella. Can't believe the Eiffel Tower.
Ya vamos para allá.
Eres un mentiroso, que te conozco.
Hey guys, sorry I haven't been vlogging a lot, but 2 days ago I went to Paris and that was kind of crazy. I don't actually have like any vlog footage of the Eiffel Tower on this camera because I was honestly paranoid. There was signs everywhere of like pickpocketers and I just didn't want to be like holding it and like risk having it stolen, so I just didn't really take it out the entire time because I did record off of my phone. Yeah, so it's gonna be quite a shit quality, but better than nothing, I guess. So that was kind of scary. And yesterday, what did I do yesterday? I didn't really do much. I went to HMV, which doesn't exist in Singapore anymore. Like, I had to come here to get my albums. I was looking for the Banks album and I've been wanting it forever, the third one. Let me know if you guys ever listen to her, but like I've actually been looking for it for ages, so I'm glad that I actually found it. Like, it was literally the last one. I'll also insert a clip right here. As you can see, I also bought the other albums on the side. And I think it rained earlier this morning, but right now I'm actually on my way to Stonehenge. You know, the rocks on top of rocks. But what's really annoying, yesterday I got an email. It was like the instructions of how to use the voucher that I ordered online, and they told me that I had to print it out like the day before, which makes absolutely no sense. So you have to go print it out right now. Yeah, it's a bit annoying. So the journey's about 3 hours. Good thing I actually read my email, because if I went all the way there with a screenshot, it wouldn't work and I would have wasted my time. So I've got to do this, and hopefully the next clip will be of me on the way there, I think. Hey guys, so as stated in the GIF that's playing on your screens right now, majority of the vlog will be in sort of a collage style because I want to get this video up by the 15th of September, which marks a year since my whole thing. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and click the bell icon. So I grabbed some food before leaving to catch a train from London to Salisbury, and this is me in the bus which had an audio tour guide, and I finally arrived literally after almost about 4 hours since I left my Airbnb. If you guys can hear by the background, it's extremely windy and cold. I absolutely love it. When I came back, I had some McDonald's chicken tenders, checked out Selfridges, and went to Primark to get this Ariana Grande shirt, which I saw on Soph Does Live's channel. So I went down to Shepherd's Bush for my favourite restaurant chain, Chicken Cottage. I mean, their chicken is unlike anything I've ever tasted here in Singapore. Next, I went to a cute little vintage store nearby and decided to try on a suit. I kind of look good. Low-key regret not getting it though. Next was a trip to JD Malart Gallery, where an old friend of mine surprised me. As you can see here, I am completely shocked. He then introduced me to this super aesthetic bar restaurant called Sketch. Now what's behind the curtain, you may ask? This. And if you go further in, you end up here. At this point you might be thinking it can't get any cooler than this. Well, you're wrong. They have a slightly more intimate bar, and when you go up the steps, check this out. These are the toilets. Super cool, they're in pods, which are surrounded by candles that cost this much. And that's basically how I spent my day. Let me show you guys. I'm obsessed. Story about this, I was going through like the shirts and it was literally the first few things that I had seen. I took it out, I didn't even realise, I just saw like a grey shirt and I just peeked at it. It was that shirt, I was like, holy shit, okay, amazing. And it was like £8 shirt. So I went to the till, the girl was like, £3. I'm like, wait, what? Apparently it's on sale. This was most probably the very last piece because there wasn't any more of this design, so I'm really happy that I actually got that. And today I'll be going to Tate Modern Museum and this other exhibition. I'm gonna leave now and I will vlog my day today.
So here we are.
This is so fucking trippy, like.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm like... So if you guys are wondering why I'm tripping balls, that's because basically the lights in the lift was one of the exhibitions and it made it seem like everything was in black and white. It doesn't really translate on camera, but in real life it seemed like I was looking through a filter and everyone was black and white. You can see it slightly better when I sort of get out of the lift there for a second. And here are some photos that I took from inside. We then headed over to this place called Poppy's with bomb fish and chips, but even better mashed peas. I've never had it before. Absolutely amazing. Go try it, guys. And before my day ended, this happened.
Briefcase to 1 million euros. They can buy the medicine to save my daughter. Time for justice. Save Sandra!
So if you guys don't know, Brick Lane is actually very well known for its wide array of broccoli. That's right, you can see up there. And from this photo right here. And then of course visited the very first serial killer cafe ever out of the entire branch. We also have it here in Singapore, but this was the original one, so that's pretty cool. And as you can see, I am attempting to play a game. Then stopped over at Cyberdot real quick, a shop that sells cybergolf items. Also I bought an e-cigarette for only £3. Okay, so if you guys have no idea who PAQ are, they were a group on YouTube who made videos based on fashion, and yeah, they were having a pop-up store. So this was me in the cab going to it, and I met a bunch of sick people when I arrived. I was one of the first few. Also where I met my Instagram mutual Tom for the very first time. We got along really well and pretty much hung out the entire time I was in London. Of course, I got a bunch of photos with the boys. This was from my disposable camera and a bunch of them are on my Insta stories. I actually brought along a balaclava to match my outfit, but I was too scared to put it on because I was wearing a huge duffel bag. And I was worried people was going to think that I was trying to rob a bank or something. Day 10 was super chill. We basically had some vegan Chinese food, sort of buffet, and then we went to Holland Park where we took more photos for Instagram and I photoshopped Tom onto a statue. Finally, we went to watch It Chapter 2 at a cinema nearby. So yeah. Right now I'm literally walking to go get my cheeks pierced, but I'm going to the piercing studio, and I should be arriving quite soon, if I am going the right way. But hopefully they'll let me film in there because I want to like show the whole process of how they get it done. But if they don't, then I'll just show you the aftermath a bit later. They're allowed to film, but there you have it, guys. I'm like so obsessed, I can't stop smiling, but it hurts. Yeah. So after I tried Five Guys for the very first time, I walked to the castle basically with my friend. And although it was really cool to see it up in person, I was looking forward to taking photos with the guards, which unfortunately I did not get to do.
Oi!
Welcome to Terry's Cafe Live Mukbang episode 1. The work, black pudding. Oh, good. Try this. Oh, it's like really good.
Is it good? Is it good? You like it?
It's alright, yeah. It's got like mint in it.
Oh, it just tastes like meat.
Yeah. But it's black.
So yes, black pudding is actually good. Moral of the story is don't judge a pig by its blood because it's actually quite tasty. After this will be a montage of me messing around with filters at a museum. So the last stop of the day was this store which was playing High School Musical. I had the absolutely most terrifying talking tree. It was so weird. I've actually made so many friends here and it's kind of bittersweet because I'm not really looking forward to leaving. But I do miss how everything back home in Singapore is way cheaper. And excuse my face, it's a little bit swollen right now because obviously for my cheek piercings. Today I will be celebrating my friend Fom's birthday.
Well, it's just Tom. I keep saying Fom because it's Tom with an H, like after the T, so I called him Fom, like Fomus, but it's really just Tom.
Anyways, he's 21 today and we're going to have a night out with some of the people that we met. Yeah. I will see you guys in a bit. So I'm here with the birthday boy. How old are you?
9 years older than 12.
Times 2 divided by 4. I believe
9 years older than 12, is that right?
Better. Because you're 10 years older than 12.
Oh yeah. Bitch. It's me, Harry, or most people would know as Charity Kase. We've been like online mutuals for a while and it's my first time meeting. I'm really excited. We're going to Bromley by
Bow.
I think it was when we were walking. I think we're walking. Hopefully it's so hard to talk, eat or drink, and I plan on going to Poundland because I need to get
No,
metal straws.
absolutely not.
Why
We
not?
will not be going to Poundland.
We will, because I need my metal straws so we can get lit tonight.
What were you doing? Why did you move? And be honest. You had it yesterday and then suddenly you went home.
You took it though, probably.
No.
Just like how you took my beret and my hat and everything else. I should be with Harry, right?
No. Harry's a fake. It's actually, you've been catfished for probably like 7 years now.
That's actually how long I've known him for.
I'm Harry, yeah. So, yeah.
As Tom tries to convince me that he has been catfishing me for years, we had no idea. We were supposed to get off this stop because something was up with the train, and eventually after talking for about 5 minutes we realised that nobody was actually getting on, so we were like, okay, something is up, and we left to meet Harry. The next bit is of me explaining who Harry is. Those of you who's never heard of this icon.
Sitting on a bad boy piece of information.
He's more commonly known as Charity KASE, and he does these mind-blowing transformations. Check him out on Insta. You won't regret it. His creativity is out of this world. So this was recorded at like the very end of meeting, and I was so gassed, as you can see by the video.
Wow, who is she? This beautiful human being. Just got some filler, some cheek filler. I actually just like went a little bit lower than normal.
But like we've actually been friends for one episode, and I can't believe that. I still don't think this is real. But like we're gonna, but like we're gonna take photos, and he's gonna go home and do his thing, like
my work, bitch.
because he's a working ass bitch, and I'll be going back in a few days. And I'm really forward to that. If my flight didn't get cancelled, I literally wouldn't be able to see these faces.
Well, sometimes things happen for a reason.
Great, and then he's here, so we're gonna so we're gonna celebrate his birthday with his birthday. So
Is it your birthday today?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday!
21. I guess I'm gonna say mighty charity fucking KASE.
Toodles!
After meeting Harry, Tom and I went for dinner where we bumped into my mate from National Service I haven't seen for years. He was actually playing at a bar nearby, which Tom, Cindy and I went to after we hung out with Liz. Hey Tom, what does it feel like being 21? He's following me back home because I'm too busy to go back by myself, and I need help with my luggage tomorrow, so thank you for doing this, Tom. Happy birthday.
Subscribe.
What?
Subscribe.
Thanks, thank you so much.
Goes on, you should not subscribe.
Yeah, just don't subscribe. Bye. So this is Tom being a total sweetheart. He's carrying my luggage to his house. On my last day, I decided to wear a jacket that I got from a vintage store nearby. We went for breakfast at this Turkish place, I believe. Is it like a burrito, yeah?
Kind of feels like it, yeah.
Basically, I tried to make full use of the remaining hours I had left in London before heading back home.
6 months, several months later, eventually.
New hair, who this? I never actually recorded an outro because when I got back to Singapore, I got really depressed. For the longest time, I thought that, you know, maybe I am the problem. That's why I don't have any friends in Singapore. I've been here all my life and I just never seem to ever fit in. You know, when I actually was in London and I made so many friends really well, it was just so odd to think I'm the same person because I didn't change my personality when I was in the UK. I was still the same person, but over there people just vibe with me. It sucks so bad because I do love my country, but it just feels like my country doesn't love me back, and it's like you've been here all your life. It is who you are, it is your identity, but you just can't really do anything about it if people don't vibe with you, and people in Singapore just don't ever seem to vibe with me. So coming back, I felt more out of place than I did before leaving because I was so comfortable with being alone. I never felt the need to have friends, never like upset when I saw people go out. Kind of accepted it because I always have been, even in secondary school, so I guess I was sort of desensitized to not having any friends. When you actually have a group that understands you, shares the same interests, it felt so good. So coming back, it was like a huge slap to the face. I felt like I didn't belong at all in my own country. People always say, oh, I'm gonna go discover myself, and I discovered I shouldn't change who I am because people will love me regardless. If they don't, they don't. I'm not the problem and I shouldn't have to change who I am. I didn't think that I'd learn anything from solo traveling, but I did. I thought that, you know, maybe I'm independent because I'm used to what life is like in Singapore, but it has nothing to do with where I am. I never thought that I'd be able to travel to Paris my 22nd birthday and come back in one piece all by myself That is one of the most proudest moments ever. I'm an adult now, it's just so wild. I really hope that this gets you excited about the borders opening up and for you to be able to travel by yourself. You might just find yourself. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. If you actually lasted that long, it means a lot to me. I hope you all have an amazing day. Don't be bitter, do better. And that's all for now.
Coño.